Good morning. A little bit wet this morning. Morning dew all over everything. It's probably only 6 in the morning. As you can see, a little bit wet. Nothing major. Just a little bit of water. So many different little birds here, it's not even funny. I'm heading all the way down to my new camp, of course. Some plans for today. Ideas I want to try to get done. We'll have a look at it when I get down there. I may stop between here and there, take a little video, and I may not. May just show you some of the plants, because I'm not seeing much in the way of the animals. There's a moose just over that next rise. Okay, I am really gonna take my time. Try to get up on that next rise without him hearing. I think he's gonna hear me and run away. It was a big cow. Oh, I see her. Look. Oh, you're not gonna see her. There she is. Moosey moose. She turned and went up that way. quite a ways away. First moose of the year. Hopefully I see more. I can start walking now. She's way over on the other hill. She must have just turned and went right on up. Unless there's more than one, which is a very distinct possibility. But right now I'm moving and making a little noise. Whew. That was exciting though. Sorry about shaky. Zoomed all the way in. That moose is up on that ridge there, just watching me from all the way over there. It's how far away they are when they see you and hear you. He's not worried about me, I'm not worried about him. It's nice to see him though. Getting around. Looking right over at me now. And what is that over there? Is that a people? Look, a people in the woods. I said, look, a moose in the woods. Still just sitting there. Let's get another little look at him. There we go. Hello, Mr. Moose. Alrighty, here we go. Time to check it out. It's been almost 2 weeks since I was here. So let's see how things have held up. It's already looking okay from here. Oh yeah. Good from this side. Yep. Perfect. This here. Yeah, that's all dry. even though there's a couple of little holes. Well, in traveling here today, I got my legs pretty wet. The gators are certainly doing their job. Got a little bit of water collection. Look at this. A couple of little spots. Nothing too major. That's all I collected. Now, I do have to dry out a bit. So, I don't have a lot of wood. I'm just going to start doing some stuff. I'm not cold, by no means. So I'm just going to get this vest off and start doing a couple of things that should help to dry me out. First thing I want to do is I want to look for a long ridge pole for a roof for this, because I'd like to get the roof done, at least on. I got a bit of work to do for that, because I got to cut off some of these and some of those. Some of them are really long, they really got to be cut off. So that's first on the agenda. Now is where it gets a little bit tingly. I have to get this up here. And this and this. Yeah, this is going to get a bit interesting, I think. See what I'm going to measure it and cut it first. And then I'll see about positioning it and getting it up to the height that I need it up to. It's going to take a bit of going. So I made a loop with a jam knot. I'm hoping to like winch this up. Let's see if it works or not. I'm gonna need a stick to push it. Aha! See? Now I just can tie it off. That end is already tied off. And that pole that it's on is tied off down on the bottom. So it shouldn't go anywhere. That runs right up along and ties off there. I gotta cut these off next. And probably put a couple of ribs from that to this just for extra support. Although I might not need any on this side because these ones are kind of long. Although no, these got to be cut off anyway because they're really pokey. And yep, and cut off some of those. So I'll get back with you when I get a bunch of those cut off. Sounds like a plan. Aha! Now comes the fun task of getting the tarp strung over it. Let's see. Big thing is keeping the tarp right here so that there's no dips in it that'll collect water. Well, it's coming along. Certainly it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it will serve its purpose absolutely wonderful. Gotta tighten it out a bit in some spots. There's more over on this side than there is on this side. That's okay. What I might do is make a primary bed down right here, and this will just be for storing stuff over here. And I still got this one over here too. There's some mosquitoes getting around now though. That's annoying. I'm gonna finish some of these tie outs. Tighten it down a bit more. And then see how it goes from there. Yep. Good stuff. Now I gotta tie it out a bit better. That'll definitely keep out the rain. It's just this little spot here. And what I might do later on is get a piece of clear plastic and put on the outside of that. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put clear plastic on this side right here. That'll cover that in. Same thing with this corner when I get it filled. I got to fill this corner. This corner. These I'm going to make like walls here and here. And I'm just going to corner off this one here the way I got this one over here. So that's my plans for that stuff. There's tons of mosquitoes getting around again. I may end up having to put on my my little bug net again. Just to keep them clear of me. I'm trying to keep my shirt tucked in too. Because they're getting under your shirt, they crawl around, they bite you. Little buggers. Right now I'm gonna cut a couple of bigger logs to make the base for my bed frame over in that side, and I'm gonna work on that next, I think. Because as it stands right now, this shelter is, if I had to stay here tonight, I wouldn't definitely not worry about getting wet or cold once I got a fire going in the middle of that. Definitely not. I've got some meat to cook up for my dinner, and I got my regular Mr. Noodles and a couple of snacks. So I'm good for today. Like I said, my big thing now is getting my bed made. Get that done up. and maybe work on a wall to wall it up. We'll see how far along I get. Oh, mosquitoes. Heard something big then. I don't know what it was. Maybe. Whew. Yep. I got the pieces for to start my bed. 4 bigger ones there. 2 long ones there. They'll make the base. Sort of like this one. And then I'll start collecting some long sticks for to put on top of it. Like I'm sitting on. How flat is that? It could use to be a little bit higher. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little bit higher. See if I got enough here to do that. That's better. Still could have went maybe one more higher, but that'll be good enough. Now I'm gonna start getting some poles. I'm gonna put this one back over there because I'm gonna get all new ones for there. I don't want to take apart a bench to make a bench. Alright, so I'm walking along, came up to the tree where I took the rocks from my fire pit, and I happened upon some moose tracks, but they're different. Watch this. This is a mama moose track, but this is a little baby moose track. I'm thinking She probably came here and had a calf. Here somewhere in this little area. Because those have got to be the tiniest moose tracks I have ever seen. Now, I've been saying about blow down on that while I'm here. Here's the roots. And here's the trees. Let's go get a look. Just so you can see the comparison of. That's my axe. And it's a full-size axe. That's quite a stump of trees. And nothing but wind took them out. Nice to think about while you're sleeping out in the woods. Yeah. Coming along. I do have to take a break for a minute. Sit down. I was gonna sit for a few minutes. Oh, just for a few minutes. Sweat's starting to gather up on my fly thing, but I can't take it off because of the flies. Can you see the sweat on it? A couple of spots. Yeah. Yep. That's coming along nicely. It looks pretty flat from here. So it's another couple of sticks on it. I'll be able to lay on it and see just how good it is, but I think it's fine. Get a couple of stakes and put in on the ends so it don't roll. That'll be good then. See him? That didn't take long. He needs to spin a web now and catch some of these mosquitoes. Then he'd be a real pal. Yep. That'd make all the difference in the world if I get a few of them in around. The mosquito starts coming out. Boy, look out then. He's not going to be very happy though when I light the fire. No. No. Then he's going to run away. But so will the mosquitoes. Yeah. Just going to get me another couple of sticks now for my bed. Not much else from that. If I see anything decent for the wall, I've been grabbing little bits here and there. I cut a couple of stakes to put down on the sides of it, just to hold it all together. Other than that, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. And dealing with the bugs. Okay. Oh. Noisy little buggers. Seems like the more I bang, the louder they get. While I'm hammering and stuff, they're getting louder. Sun's coming out, it's getting really warm out in the sun. It's nice cold in here. Shade, see? Fortunately, it's nice full of flies too. Ooh, working on the walls, as you can see, starting to come along. I got this one supported up on one side. These ones are just laid in place for now. I'll put a stake in and tie it to the tree so it gives it some support. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting eaten alive by flies. I'm going to put on bug screen a couple times. They just don't seem to mind it at all. Almost out. Okay, let's see if that helps any. Well, let's have a look at the progress. This side obviously still needs a lot more, but started with bigger ones on the bottom, worked my way up to littler ones on the top. There are a few up that side. Smaller ones takes more time, more tying. Larger ones is the way to go. You don't have to tie as much. And they take up a lot more room. That being said, larger ones takes more to cut. For the most part, a lot of this I'm just picking up around little tops in that I've cut off of stuff already. 3 or more I just poked in there. They're not in very stall but look at it from the inside. Oh, I like it. Like I said, it's starting to look like a cabin. Oh, pick up my saw. Put it on my table. It's almost dinner time now, I would say. Starting to get a bit hungry. I don't know if I want to make some dinner, if I want to make a snack. I think I might stop and actually make some dinner, cook the pork chop and that I got there. Light a little fire. This is getting kind of homely in here for sure. I ate this bug net off. Oh. hat off for a minute. Ooh. Flies are going to start sticking into me now, and that's all I'd say fire. A fire starter fell out of my backpack, so that's what I'm going to use to light the fire. It's just a little wax brick. Or a squirrel. This one was left out in the wet. Lit on fire okay though? This stuff will burn up, no problem, look. And it just comes apart. This stuff is great for making fires out of. And there's loads of this around too. Now, let's get my place smoked out a bit. Let's see how the smoke travels. Look at it in the light. It's going right out the door. And out up there too. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to. That's fabulous. Can't ask for any better than that. I gotta get some of the smoke on me. My pork chop, it's still a little bit frozen. That's okay. I don't mind that. Getting it to stay on the stick is going to be the tricky part, I'm thinking. I'm going to cut that piece off. Jam it on there the way you would a hot dog. Just like that. Just a bit of salt and pepper. That's all I add for spices. Because that's all I have right now. It's a wedge under that to hold it up a little bit. There we go, it's a little bit too much in the flames. While I'm sitting here waiting on that, that's a dent. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. And I'm gonna sit right here, the whole while. Again, I bring 2 canteens of water with me, so it doesn't really matter how much I drink out of it. Plus, there's the pond there beside me that I can still get water out of. Once I get this cooked up now, I'll just keep putting a little tiny bit on there at a time, a little bit of wood here and there. Keep going, keep the flies out of here. Get it nice and smoked out there. It's already smoked out. And I said this little fire is not throwing no big sparks. But you can feel a noticeable difference when you comes in here with the heat. It's a lot warmer in here now than what it is outside. And I say outside because it's outside now. This is completely enclosed. So it makes quite a difference. Bag for my garbage. As is everywhere. Don't leave your garbage around. There's a reason it's called garbage. Take it home and put it in the garbage. Water is starting. Yeah, I'm just going to go and heat this up and make my tea and keep turning my pork chop. That's it. Once it gets partly done, flip it over. I gotta move the fire under here a little more to get this thicker part. So once I get my tea poured, see, that's already starting. Once I get my tea poured, I'm just gonna shove everything this way, and that will put it underneath the thicker part of the pork chop and cook that out. I've been waiting all year to have something like this. Yeah. But I've been waiting all year for this. Piece of meat cooked on open fire, cup of tea. Sit, relax. I'm gonna make a little bench for this fire pit, like closer to the fire pit. For sure, just for sitting and doing stuff like this. Might make two. One over here, and one probably here, or where I'm sitting. Probably here, so it's not blocking the benches at all. Then it'll be, yeah, when you come in there's just a little bench like this. It doesn't have to be nothing spectacular, just something to sit on while you're cooking and doing stuff on the fire. That'll make a big difference. That water is starting to boil up pretty good now. So I'll get back with you when I has my tea in that, or while I'm having my tea in that. Now, in my little room for improvements ideas, I'm going to get a rock. Instead of sticking that stick into the ground, I'm going to take one of the big rocks and use to hold the end of the stick so that it's not constantly digging holes in the ground. That way it doesn't get a whole bunch of little holes, and you have to keep moving the stick in different spots to keep it stable. That's what I'm going to do now while I'm cooking that. That's better. had to put a bigger log in there and underneath it. The stick now is holding the stick, the rock is holding the stick on the ground now. The stick is not in the ground at all. So now, all I got to do to make it higher or lower is roll the stick into the rock or out towards the fire. And that'll make it higher from the flames or lower into them. And I can fully adjust it back and forth if I need to, like move it back away from it and whatnot. Well, that pork chop's almost done. My tea is done. That's a good cup of tea. Very hot. Very, very hot. The lid holds in so much heat, it's not even funny. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. Sitting on the opposite side now that I have a bench over here. No particular reason. Just want to get use out of the mall. My table is here. It's easier to reach the table. That's why I'm here. And that pork chop is done. So you just pull it out. Stick it in the ground. And cut pieces off to eat. Oh my God. Nothing will ever beat that. Not ever. Haven't made any seats outside of this yet, which is, I usually, my campsites is, last year was just seats. There wasn't really any shelters to speak of. Not in the sense of like this. This is like a super shelter. There's enough room for 3 people to sleep. There's a fire pit in it. A roof. Walls going up on the front. Like, this is the epiphany of a super shelter. This is what it's going to be. This is what I had in mind for my outpost. Which is what this is turning into. And I'm not at all unhappy with the fact that this is my outpost. Ugh. Because this is a really good spot. I'm alone. Oh, need no torch. Until it watches it burn out. I am completely alone here. There was no signs of life anywhere I've looked around in this area at all. Like other people, I mean, not life. There's wildlife everywhere, obviously. But that's a good thing. But there's no signs of people, which is also a good thing, because all of this should be left alone. No reason for anybody to come in here and make a mess of this. I don't mind if anybody uses it. It's here. Obviously, if somebody comes across it, they're probably going to have a fire, and or not. Hopefully they don't make a big fire and melt my tarp. Common sense, you know? But it's, the roof is sufficiently sloped. There shouldn't be any water gather on it. I hope. If it does, I'll adjust it accordingly. I'm really hoping it don't. Doesn't seem like it will. I've even adjusted the overlap on the other tarp, so it's up and angled backwards now, so the water should not gather on that at all anymore. Took a little bit of doing, but I did it. Now with this going, there's no flies in here at all. None. Which is what I wanted. Smoke the little buggers out. Get out of here. It's mine, not yours. This is a good cup of tea. I got a little bit of water left in my thing. I'm going to push in here and swish around, clean it out. Oh my god. Oh. See? All ready for next time. Sorry about that, I had to change my battery. I'm on my last battery now. Out of 3. I got 2 new batteries, but they're smaller than this one. Anyway, I put up a string to hold my utensils and everything just to keep them up off of the ground and that, and because I kept dropping them. Every time I did something, I dropped my fork and that on the ground, so yeah, now I can't. Once I'm going to have that other piece of meat there in a minute. You see it right there. I'm going to have that now in a minute. And then this has been a good day thus far. Got a good bit accomplished. Got this wall practically finished. Look. All the way up. I got some more done on that wall over there. I got my roof done. I got my other bed done. It's a good bit of progress today. Quite happy. mostly just been sat around. Haven't been doing much of anything. Another little bit of the wall done. Boy, when that wind blows in through the door, it blows in through the door. Another little bit of the wall done. Just have a look around at this though. Just look. There's a wall there. And there's more. There's the back one. Back one's not done yet. You can see I got logs on this side, but I don't on this side, not yet. In that corner. But just looking at it, it's really, really, really nice in here now. It's almost like coming to a little cabin. And like I said before, it would be easy for me to just make a little cabin with the amount of stuff that's around here. If I had a couple of different tools to make it a little bit easier, obviously. But this is great. This is what I wanted. A little fire in the middle. All covered in. I can come down here in the morning. Stay all day and all night. I don't care if it rains. I can stay in here if it rains. I got lots of room to do stuff in here. This is perfect. Can't ask for any better. I'm gonna make a cup of tea now in a little bit. I'm gonna sit and have that. And maybe just poke around a bit, learn a little bit of stuff, and head on home. Yep. One day I'm gonna bring out my trouting pole and try that little pond. I doubt there's anything in it. I really doubt there's anything in it. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Just gonna take some spinners and stuff with me. Oh no! Didn't check my pot first. It was full of stuff. Do over. Glad I took lots of water. When I got up and brushed my knee off, it must have filled it. Alrighty, just been sitting around for a while. Haven't been doing much. Had another cup of tea. I packed up my stuff that I'm taking. I've got everything put in my backpack except for my canteens, my gloves, which I'm putting away now. These apple snacks I'm putting in my front pocket of my vest. That way I have those that I can snack on them on my way along. Fire's almost out. You can see. There's one log burning there. Like I said, I've just been sat down poking at this. I'm going to burn that. I'll throw the rest of my water on that. That's why I never put my canteens away. But yep. Just going to hang out for another little while. Enjoy the view. Relax. Take it easy. Listen for the frogs. They've been pretty quiet here lately. I haven't been making any noise. See? I don't know if they think I'm trying to move in on their territory or what. They get awfully noisy when I start making noise. Alright, calling it a day here now. I'm done. All packed up. Got all my gear on. Got everything picked up. So I'm heading out. Yep. Still a gorgeous day out. I'm extremely happy with the progress I got made. Once again, I think I'm doing a good job. Some people might not. I don't care. I really don't. It's for me. It's not for anyone else. So, it's just the way of things. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, look. There it goes. Fire's out. Flies are coming around again. Yep. Until next time, I'd like to say thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe and share. Once again, thanks. How calm this was coming up this morning. Look at it now.